Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I will give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations unto the elect of the nation of Israel, starting up with the 144,000, which will be the ruling governing body in the kingdom of heaven. Which the 144,000 will consist of all men. Then you also have a lot of the elect here in America, which is a large multitude of believers. The 1/3, which will be men, women, and children, they'll be saved on this side. 2/3 of our people will be destroyed here in America, right? You have the rebels that are scattered abroad in different countries that will be destroyed. You have the elect that will be saved that are scattered abroad in different countries of you Israelites, who the world ignorantly and willingly calls black, Hispanic, Native American, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Jamaican, Haitian, Guatemalans, the Panamanians, Cubans. We are the Israelites, contrary to what the world wants to believe. Right? I'm your brother Yeremia. Coming back at y'all with a quick lesson from Natural News. As y'all can see, it says EU digital identity wallet sparks privacy concerns amid rollout. Now, this is over there in Europe, right? Which this is, a prelude to the MOTB, right? You just had that over here in America. They made that, the real ID thing mandatory. It's not a digital thing, but, it's another form of identification to basically get on a plane. And they made it mandatory for you to have this. It's basically another license, if that makes sense. It's a hard copy of your license, so it's not a digital thing. But they get everybody ready. They still conditioning people, but we pretty much here. The Lord's making things come to pass. And I mean it's evident. Revelation 13 and 16. These things are happening quick. Right? It says that he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he had the mark in the name of the beast or number of his name. You see that? So you ain't gonna be able to do anything without this. And it's gonna be everything. You're gonna use this to see it for everything eventually, because that's what it's leading to. That's what all this digital identification, these different forms of ID that they just rolling out all of a sudden. That's what this is all leading to. If you go down here, let me see. It says the EU DI wallet currently is in its testing phase and is designed to give EU citizens a single, secure platform to store and share digital credentials from driver's license, medical records, right? And share. It says this wallet will store digital versions of national ID cards, driver's licenses, academic credentials, and medical records. Basically everything about you. But why do we already have computers and stuff. What more digital systems do we need? It's all leading to something, And we're not ignorant to this man's devices, at all. We know what's going on. Right? And a lot of Christians do too, Let me see. A lot of Christians do, but you got some Israelite camps that act like, oh well, this thing ain't gonna happen. What we're saying is false. Well, we're about to see how false it really is. It's 2 Corinthians 2 and verse 11. It says, "Least Satan should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." You see that? So this man, he does things subtly, gradually, slowly, so people can get used to it. And eventually, when the real thing do come out, hey, you ain't gonna really bat an eye at it because you've been, taking part in his system for the most part the whole time. So when he really finalized it, it's gonna be mastered, and there ain't gonna be as much pushback. Because, when that time do come, when the actual MOTB do come, it's going to have pushback still, but it wouldn't be as much as if, say, it was it was to happen today. They was to just come out and say, "Oh, it's mandatory for people to take it." You know, that ain't how it's gonna work. You know, it's things take time. Prophecies take time, right? That's why the scriptures say, "Occupy until I come." The scriptures also say, "For he have measured the times, or not measured the times." It says, he do not move nor stir them until he have until those times be fulfilled." So that's in the second Esdras, the fourth chapter. So things have to play out a certain way before other prophecies can move. That's just how the Lord got us set up. Right? The MOTB ain't gonna just come like that. It's stages, it's a process, it's a cycle that the Lord has things going through. You know? And we definitely know it's gonna happen in our lifetime. We definitely know it's a matter of months, whether it could be 6 months, 3 months, maybe a year, maybe two. Of course we don't hope it's that long, but we know it's gonna happen soon. Alright? Well, this is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3. It says, "For the vision is yet for the appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie." Meaning it's gonna happen. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come and it will not tarry. And things aren't tarrying. Right? This man is not playing when it comes to his NWO. He's dead ass serious. As Jake say in the world. This man's dead ass serious. He's not joking. He's not playing. He's not doing these things for fun. He's doing these things so he can trap you. Right? So he can conquer you. If you're wise, you're going to watch out and beware of these things. You're going to know what's going on. You're going to pay attention. But the average Jake, they just, they don't believe. You got some Jakes thinking that they already got it because they got a cell phone. I just seen some dumbass videos, man. It's Proverbs 22 verse 3 says, "A prudent man perceiveth the evil and hideth from himself, but the simple pass on and are punished." Now, if you have some type of app that you guys sign into, that ain't the MOTB, man. That don't mean you going off if you have it, but the MOTB is the CHIP itself, putting it inside of you. Because an app, that's not on you, that's not in you. That's totally different from you having an app on your phone. An app on your phone could be disconnected, connected. It's not doing harm to you necessarily. Something that's inside of you, the Lord, that's off. It's clear as day, what the MOTB is and why you ain't supposed to take it, man. And what's the end goal, right? We see where this devil's going, man. Once again, the average Christian, they know what it is, but you other Israelite camps, you ain't preaching what it is. You saying this sin, you saying this, philosophy and something spiritual. No, man. I know a lot of people over here in these European countries. I know, like Sweden, they already got it. A lot of people over there. It's just only a matter of time before it gets spread out. Like that. And as soon as they ain't gonna just be tested, and it's gonna be mandatory. Slovakia. You ain't gonna have a choice, right? I know over there, actually in the UK, because I think it said, um, let me see, it said UK somewhere. I believe it did. But the UK, I believe about a month ago, they had a whole blackout. I don't remember how long it was, but they had one. So that could be a perfect time for, oh well, if you want the power to come back on, take this. This has got to happen. You got to do this. You got to agree with this. It's that easy. All you got to do is make that happen. And of course, the Lord's gonna be in control, and the Lord's gonna have His elect. But soon it's gonna come to that point, right? But hey, until then, that we gotta stay occupied. We gotta pray. That the Lord be with us. Pray that the Lord keep our eyes open. That the Lord gives us more faith. You know, Cause this time is definitely coming, man. You know, to hell with what you wicked ass niggas got to say, concerning it. We know what it is. The elders and apostles know what it is. They've been teaching this for years and years, and it's coming to fruition. Daily. So I didn't want this video to be too long. I'm gonna close out. This is just like another MOTB prelude. The EU rolling out the digital wallet. I'm gonna close out. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the elders, apostles, Grand Millstone. I want to say Abba Ball, Shalom.